Hey guys, welcome to Restoration Revival. We have a new project in the house. Yes, we do. And it is Toyota shovel nose Corona. I forget the model and year and all of that, so I'm gonna have to refer back. And but she's a little gem. She's a little gem. It's got some great history. It's been in the family for many years. The owner learnt how to drive in it when he was a wee lad, and yeah, it's very unique because it's a wagon, so it's a little bit rarer again. It's pretty good for us. Just got a few little bits, little bubbly bits around the wheel arch. Probably the worst's the sill panel down here, so I'm going to have to do something about that. But a little bit up here, just little tiny bits, nothing major. So we're going to plow through this one as quick as possible. A little bit in the front here, the battery tray area. But yeah, there'll probably be some sandblasting involved, and the doors are a bit shitty there, but yeah, needs a bit of sandblasting in the back here, and maybe underneath. We'll work that out as we go. But yeah, I gotta work out where I'm gonna start. I was gonna start by stripping all the paint off, but I don't have enough paint stripper at the moment, so I've got to wait for that to arrive when my paint rep gets here. Probably when's he coming? Wednesday. So yeah, for now I'm going to start fixing some rust. A bit up here as well. We'll check that out. Right. Anyway, I'm going to get into it. So probably, maybe I'll start up here because it's simples. Yes. So yeah, I hit it with a wire wheel and that's what came out. Unfortunately, I looked further ahead and I thought I'll just hit that bit with a wire wheel. Then I looked a little bit further and I thought I'll hit that, and then I'll hit that and that, and then, well, we got a good spot. It's a little, ooh, maybe. And then I hit that, and then that and that, and then that and that, and that. So pretty much this whole edge of the roof has got to be replaced. Whoo, that's fantastic. And this side here looks like it's going to be the same. You can see little bubbles there. That's how it started on the other side. Yeah, bubbles of trouble. So sent the owner a message and explained 2 ways of going about it. If you want to definitely know this isn't going to come back in 30 years like he requested, I'd probably take the roof skin off and fix it that way. Otherwise, you can do it with the roof skin on, patch this part, patch that part, and then come up and patch this part, but you don't know what's under here. And you have to be able to get at the actual structure of the roof to treat it up right so that there's no more rust that's going to come out. That's why I'd probably remove the roof skin, but not everyone's got that budget, so you know, it's probably might only be a day's work to get the roof skin off. So it's probably not too bad, really. But yeah, good question. Anyway, I've sent him a message. I'm going to wait till I hear back from him before I proceed with all of that, because it's yeah, it is a job. It is a job. So I might go on with something else for now. Might rip a door off and start fixing that. Good idea. Yeah. It's gone from being hot as hell about a week ago to like winter. Quite chilly today. Excuse me. Got enough paint stripper to at least do one door. So got stuck into that. And I'll leave that set for a while. But I got word from the owner to go ahead with removing the roof, because we want to do this thing properly, so it doesn't come out with rust later on down the track, because you never know. As I said, you know, you can replace it to here. You really need to replace the whole lot along here, and then you got to be able to get up underneath and make sure all the rust's not up underneath the skin up here. So yeah, what I got to do is I got to get all of this lead out. I've got lead here, so I've got to heat that up, and I've just got to go along the edge here with the wire wheel to chip out all of this old seam sealer to reveal all the spot welds. And then I'm going to go around and drill them all out. Should take about a day, maybe half a day to a day to remove the skin, if I concentrate on it and get into it hard. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So we got the lead out, so you can see where the seam is. It's going to need it's got a little tack weld there, so that's going to have to be cut through. That's no drama, because it's going to have to replace that whole corner anyway. We're going to have some spot welds up along here as well, so I've got to clean that paint off. We've already done it up here. You can see the spot welds, one there, so on, all the way along. Got to drill all of them out. And up the front here, they've actually done a full weld the whole way around there, so I'm going to have to cut it just above that weld. The same thing, I'm going to have to replace this corner anyway, because it's rusted. Rusted. Also along the front here I've got spot welds. So yeah, but I'm going to start with drilling these ones here out. So yeah, fun and games. Didn't take long to drill out them spot welds. So next thing on the list is clean the paint off this back area, so I can find the spot welds there and do the same, and as well as along the front, and then we'll move over the other side and do the same as we've done here. Should be off by the end of the day. Easy. Yes. Yeah, so I have had the roof right off. I forgot to film what was underneath, so I'll show you in a minute, or a little bit later when I have to pull the roof off again. But yeah, found some interesting stuff under there. But yeah, just working on this bit here right now. It is the following day, so yeah, getting into it. So what I did this morning was I made this section up. And this goes right here, like that. So I'll just clamp it into spot. Just give me 2 seconds. So there you go, that's that clamped into spot. That's the new section of roof. I made this corner up too. Obviously it's got to be pushed down into spot. But yeah, that's that corner there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to trace out a line with Sharpie on where I want to cut, and then I'll cut. But yeah, I'm just going to tack weld it. Excuse me. I'm going to tack weld it into spot once I've done so, after I've cut the old metal out, so that I can then take the roof skin back off and yeah, finish the weld, because it's easier to do when you can get to both sides, because you need to plenish as you go. So yes, I'm gonna make this section as well. So oh, don't know, I have to have a look at the time, because I don't want to start the angle grinder up too early in the morning and piss off my neighbours, because they probably wouldn't appreciate it. Here we go. That's the front part made up now. So I've already traced out the textile line, so I'm going to rip this off in a sec and do some cutting. But that's fitting pretty bloody good. So yeah, once I've tack welded it in spot, we'll pull the roof off again and yeah, weld it all in properly. And yeah, before anyone asks, because I get asked this regularly, I can't do full-on tutorials on customers' cars because they're paying for my time. So just updates as we go, quick updates. There will be my Datsun 620 here is going to get a full show car restoration. So I'll do plenty of tutorials as I run through fixing this old girl up. I got a vision in my mind just yesterday on how it's going to look when it's finished. So now I've got a rendering in my head. I can't wait to get into it. Yeah, but got to finish my 240Z back there first. So yeah, anyway, as I said, I'm going to get cutting into this. I'll come back and show you what's happening after I've tacked it in and got it ready to pull off the car. Here we go, we're up to the next step. They're just tack welded in it at the minute. The main reason I wanted to show you is because I'm not sure it'll show up on camera, but when you weld, it shrinks the metal, and it's pulled it right in here. If I hadn't had the roof skin off, it will be a lot harder to fix that low spot. But seeing I'm going to take the roof skin right off again and weld it off the car, then I can plenish that low spot out a lot easier. So yeah, okay, I'm going to rip it off. Yeah, it's all welded in on that side. That middle bit there where it's got surface rust, I'll sandblast that, and that'll all be good. I'll have to sandblast along the back edge there as well. Next I've got to fix this side. Same procedure. Yeah. So I'll just stick it back on the car now to see how it looks. Now it's all welded in. So now the roof is all sorted out. What I've got to do is start sorting out the rust in the actual roof rails. I just noticed this, so this is, if you can see down inside there, it's all full of wheat bix. Crusty rust, I should say, like rust flakes the whole way through. So this part here is going to have to come off, and just by looking at it, it's not real healthy. There's little rust holes everywhere. So yeah, unfortunately this is what you find sometimes. So yeah, that's my job. I've got 2 hours left of this day, so gonna yeah, start ripping that off. So I've got it out, and it's as to be expected. And this the bit that came out, it's not really any better. So might be possibility that I'm going to have to make this high possibility I'm going to have to make one of these. Yeah. So it's a pretty easy decision. Just after hitting it with the wire wheel, going to have to make a new one of these. So yeah, the day's nearly over, so that's probably going to be tomorrow. I'm also going to have to probably make this section here up too, because it's pretty much the same. Obviously there's been heaps of moisture come up through these vents, and the coatings weren't quite up to scratch to stop it from rusting, so yeah, that's unfortunate. But hope I don't find any more digging deeper, so I'll probably start on this side first and then I'll come to that side after I've fixed this. But what I'm going to have to do first is probably pull this cap here off. Might actually weld in some braces so nothing moves. But I'm going to have to pull this cap here off so I can fix what's underneath it, and then fix what's underneath that. So yeah, it's a whole process, because this is on top of that. I'm only going to fix the back section along here, and that up there is pretty solid. I'll just sandblast that up and get it looking pretty again, and we'll coat it up with some nice epoxy when we weld it back together so it doesn't happen again. But that's it for me this week. Yeah, so I'll keep in touch with what's going on with the old Corona, but for now I'll catch you later.